They come from the north, south, east, and west, but tonight at Big Sky KartWay is where you will find the best. Assembled in that four-wide formation, this is where you will find the greatest drivers in all the nation. It's the 8th annual Wild West Shootout.
Hey guys. Today's video is not the most fun and exciting vlog. It's actually a little bit sad. If you're just a race fan in general and you want to see tracks and cars and everything happen on a weekly basis, today's video might hit a little bit. Today we're going to be talking about the Big Sky KartWay, one of the greatest outlaw kart tracks in the nation in my opinion, and how unfortunately it was just recently sold. Now, before we get into that, if you guys are new here to the YouTube channel and you've never stopped by before, my name is Tanner Holmes and I'm a 17-year-old outlaw kart and sprint car driver from here in Southern Oregon. And more importantly, I just absolutely love to race, and I also love to document all my experiences in the sport here on my YouTube channel. So you guys saw the title and the thumbnail. Pretty much to get right into it, unfortunately, the Big Sky KartWay was sold, which is an outlaw kart track in Missoula, Montana. And the track was known for hosting the Wild West Shootout for outlaw karts every single season. Now, these videos are a little bit older, but it might help to watch them before you watch this video. So down at the top of the description or up here on the YouTube card, I'll link some of my videos from previous Wild West Shootouts. We competed there in 2018 and 2019, but we also ran there in 2015 and 2016. Just those two Wild West Shootouts were before my vlogging days. But the Big Sky KartWay was bigger than the Red Bluff Outlaws, but it was smaller than Cyclone. In my opinion, it was actually a really good racetrack for just kind of being right in the middle of both of them. And Big Sky was known for my favorite type of track conditions, wide and slick. It was a super wide racetrack, had a ton of banking, and the certain type of material they had there didn't really like take rubber, but it didn't hold grip very long. So the whole event was just so much fun. Big Sky KartWay was my second favorite outlaw kart track in the nation. Right behind the Red Bluff Outlaws, I loved every single trip we took there, and we have so many great memories from getting to just see a little bit of the state of Montana. So this first clip that I'm gonna play, which by the way is from Fast 4 Media and Kyler Shaw, huge shout out to him. He was able to get me this footage. I couldn't find it anywhere, but he was able to have it on a hard drive and then be able to share it with me. But anyway, this first clip is from 2015, my preliminary night at the Wild West Shootout, my first time ever being at the racetrack. This is the A main event portion of that, and I was in my Red Bull KTM 18T factory QRC outlaw kart.
And row 5 by herself, Riley Palamo, 20 laps. We're green. Cameron Kometz to the early lead. Brody Sim running second. Then it's the Red Bull KTM 18T, 3 wide for third. The whole Cali clique just went 3 wide for third down the backstretch. Dawson Hamas, your fast time qualifier, wasting no time getting to the front tonight. Hamas trying to make a move around the outside of Brody Smith. Whoa! Close call. Hamas gets around Brody Sim for that second spot. Here comes Tanner Holmes though. Holmes is bump drafting Hamas. Gives him a bump down the front stretch there. They're 3 wide for second now. What a move by Tanner Holmes. Holmes is looking for the lead down the front stretch. To the outside of Cameron Kometz. Kometz slides himself. Oh, contact! Wow, Tanner Holmes is your new leader. Dawson Hamas into second. Battle for third now. Colby Fox trying to get around Cameron Kometz. How about Dawson Hamas to the inside of Tanner Holmes? Give the lead to Dawson Hamas, I should say. Hamas and Holmes putting on a show here. No surprise to see Tanner Holmes on the top side of the racetrack. Now he drops it down low in turns 1 and 2. Hamas sticking right with him. Then it's about 10 cars back to Colby Fox. Back to green. The Cali clique representing the top 3 cars here. Tanner Holmes running the bottom. I think his dad, John Holmes, told him under that yellow, gave him the signal to run the bottom because Dawson Hamas was sticking right with him down there. Oh my, Hamas is there. One little mistake from the Red Bull KTM 18T of Tanner Holmes. And Hamas is right on that back bumper as they start to get into a little bit of lap traffic here. with Riley Palamo. Oh, I didn't even see a checkered flag. Tanner Holmes wins the 250 division win.
How cool was that, folks? Seen some footage from the Big Sky KartWay in 2015 of us just absolutely ripping the lip. Right around the top side by those blue barrels, and that's what Big Sky was known for. Those blue barrels can be deadly. Not only do they suck you in, but once they suck you in enough, they actually shoot you back onto the racetrack, and we always saw some pretty gnarly flips. So you really had to watch out for those things, but that was really cool to win my prelim night. That actually set me up to start front row outside on the final night. And you know how I talked about Big Sky being extremely slick? Well, I always thought my dad just missed the setup because I ended up was running second behind my teammate Landon Brooks. Or I should probably say now my teammate Landon Brooks, but back then he was in his own stuff, I was in my own stuff. He actually won the race that year, but I was running second most of the time, trying to run the top, trying to run the bottom, but I just was not sticking it at all. I had terrible throttle control. I was just buzzing the tires. I was running it like a racetrack with grip, and that place just didn't have it. If you watch that footage from 2015 and see how I try to roll the bottom and then watch myself in 2016, it's two totally different drivers. One is not smooth on the gas. The other one actually understands the racetrack and starts to notice, man, slower is faster here at the Big Sky KartWay. So anyway, check out this footage from our win at the 2016 Wild West Shootout.
Back on the way, a much better start that time. Everybody makes it down the front straightaway, no issues. Tanner Holmes will come off at turn number 2. He'll be your leader. Colby Horn right behind him. Oh, now we got more problems. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is the 22C of Carly Holmes. Now turn around in turn 4. That is the sister to your leader, Tanner Holmes. Green is back in the air once again. Great run for Colby Horn through 1 and 2. Nearly gets into the back bumper. The AT&T of Tanner Holmes that time through 1 and 2. Now Horn loses some ground, gets out of the moisture there in turn 4. Loses a little bit of ground to the AT&T of Holmes. It's been the Holmes and Horn show this entire race. He'll work down the back chute into 3 and 4. He pulled double duty this weekend. Wasn't able to make it happen in the open division, but will win the 250 intermediate division. It's Tanner Holmes. So now Tanner Holmes will pull it off the racetrack, head over to the scales, and then pull it into victory lane.
Of Tanner Holmes finding his way to the winner's circle tonight.
Another one of my favorite races of my career. One of the things I noticed from watching that footage back, but I remember in the car, since it was on 4th of July, I was like in the car going down the back straightaway, I remember under yellow, just going down the back straightaway and looking up, and there's just fireworks all throughout the town of Missoula. So that was just an awesome memory. Now with watching all that great footage from 2015 and 2016, we do gotta look at some of my wilder wrecks that happened at the Big Sky KartWay. I have 3 clips to play, and these are all from the 2018 and the 2019 running of the event. I was in the open class, and it just seemed like every single race I ran there, nothing really went my way. Anyway, check these out. So those were a couple wild crashes. I guess if we can end this video on a good note though, the last Wild West Shootout that I competed in, I actually ran 4th. 4th in the open class, I believe, from 12th. So that was a pretty cool memory. That was in 2019, and then they did not run the event in 2020. And then, like I said earlier in the video, they just posted on December 22nd that the land that the track was on was sold. So technically the track was sold, but it wasn't like the track was sold to someone else. The land was sold, and now they have to actually take out the racetrack, take out the stands, everything. And now I believe they're working on something to try to continue the outlaw kart scene in Montana, which is good to hear, but no matter what, it's gonna be really, really tough to top the Big Sky KartWay. One of the things you probably noticed in those videos from 2015 and 2016 is how packed the grandstands were there. I've never seen so many people flock to an outlaw kart event like we always did in Montana. So anyway, it sucks to see a track go, especially one that was that good, but I wanted to share it here with my audience because I know a lot of you guys have been sticking around with me for a while and had a love for that racetrack like I did. But anyway, that is gonna end today's YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If any of you guys tuned in, had the opportunity to run at the Big Sky KartWay, maybe drop a story or drop something down in the comment section down below to kind of talk about what was one of your favorite moments from that track. I would absolutely love to hear it. But anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. We do have some racing coming up this weekend, so we're gonna have a vlog from the Roseburg Indoor. So that should be a blast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Deuces.